the meantime, we're told that the grand honor in Prime Minister's visit there has been accorded by France, as it has bestowed the Grand Cross of Legion of Honor to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is the highest French honor in military and civilian orders, as Prime Minister Modi has become the first Indian Prime Minister to receive this honor. In the past, the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor has also been received by select prominent leaders and eminent personalities from across the world, and these include former President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, King Charles, and when he was the Prince of Wales, former Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, and Boutros Ghali, who was the former Secretary General of the United Nations, among others. Now, this award that was presented to Prime Minister Modi by the French President Emmanuel Macron following the private dinner that was hosted by the French leader. The Prime Minister thanked Macron for this singular honor on behalf of the people of India. Let me go across to Srinjoy now. Srinjoy, good morning. The Prime Minister being honored with one of the highest civil honors and also the military honors that can one country, and that is France, can give to another one, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi being the first Indian Prime Minister to receive this honor.
Yes, undoubtedly it's a great honor. Because it's not just the Legion of Honor, it's the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. Very, very few international leaders have actually received such an honor. Include people like Nelson Mandela of South Africa. They include Angela Merkel, who was Chancellor of Germany. They include King Charles of Britain. He was, of course, Prince of Wales. He did get the award. So these are the kind of people who get the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. There are different levels of the Legion of Honor, and the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor is the highest level. So the equivalent of a Padma Shri, a Padma Bhushan, a Vibhushan, and then finally the Bharat Ratna. And this is what the French given Prime Minister Modi. So it's an honor for Prime Minister Modi, and as the Prime Minister himself said, it's not an honor for him, it's for the people of India.
Absolutely, Srinjoy, because even when it comes to the other honors that have been conferred on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, just last month, Egypt also conferred the Order of the Nile, and he also received the Order of the Druk Drapo from Bhutan as well, and the Legion of Merit from the United States back in 2020. So it goes on, the kind of honors that has been conferred on Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Yes, undoubtedly. And it is, of course, a recognition of what he has done for India. But it's also recognition of the rise of India. The fact that India is the fifth largest economy. The fact that India is a country that stands for stability in the world and freedom in the world. So all these things, the fact that India is the largest democracy, the fact that it's a working democracy, all these things matter as well. And as a result, this is a recognition of the work the Prime Minister has done, and it's the work, it's the rise of India. Besides, as you can see, President Macron and Prime Minister have also been very close. And Prime Minister and President Macron are the co-chairmen of the International Solar Alliance. And that is not just for India and for France. That is for the world. That is to ensure that global warming comes down, and the world, after all these problems that it faces with increased temperature and the rise of the oceans and so on,
absolutely,
actually find a solution to global warming. So all of it is recognized by the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor.
Thank you very much, Srinjoy, for that. So historic moment for India, and those are the pictures that have been coming out as Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And this has been the highlight of the Prime Minister's visit as far as receiving this grand honor from the French President himself, and also giving this significance and this importance that is now being attached of the Prime Minister's visit to France, and also Prime Minister Modi being the first Indian Prime Minister to receive the Grand Cross of Legion of Honor award that has been conferred to him by France.